Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. In previous modules, you have studied that what is biodiversity, what are different types of biodiversity. You have also studied the value of biodiversity, and we also know one thing that biodiversity is under constant threat and there is significant loss of biodiversity in the recent decades, and there is a urgent need for the conservation and management of biodiversity. So, in this particular module, we shall be discussing the different threats to biodiversity. With this title, the learning objectives of this module are statistics of biodiversity loss, what type of species are most vulnerable to extinction, and what are the major threats to the biodiversity. Variability in the species composition of plants, animals and microorganisms on earth is imperative for the sustenance of healthy, balanced and thriving ecosystems. Rise in human population with consumption levels and a chain of unnatural anthropogenic activities are disturbing the biodiversity components, ecosystem integrity and sustainable use of ecosystem services. Let me have a look on the statistics of the biodiversity loss. A WWF report suggests that 52% of the world biodiversity, that is including terrestrial biodiversity, freshwater biodiversity and marine biodiversity, has been lost in the 40 years span between 1970 to 2010. Freshwater biodiversity being affected most. There are certain reports from the ICUN, and a report from ICUN stated that percent of threatened or lost biodiversity as around the globe, 75% of genetic diversity of agriculture crops is lost, 75% of the fisheries stock lost, 1/3 of the reef building corals lost, floral species categorized as threatened with extinction, about 50% of the amphibians are lost, 25% of the mammals, 19% of the reptiles among the faunal species which are lost. 71% of the Mongolian, 63% of the cicads and 34% of the conifers are lost. Current rate of species extinction is 1000 to 10,000 times than that of few billion years ago. What this statistics tells, that biodiversity loss is taking place at very fast rate, and in the recent years the pace of biodiversity loss has increased as we compare to the past. This flow chart gives the direct and indirect drivers resulting in the biodiversity loss. Let me come to the direct drivers. Among the direct drivers of change are climate change, nutrient loading, land use change, new species introduction and over exploitation. And because of these factors, ultimately this affects the ecosystem functions. Ecosystem functions you will be studying in the paper 1. Then indirect drivers of the change are demography, economics, socio-political reasons, science and technology, culture and religious reasons are there, and these indirect reasons are mainly due to human well-being as well as use of or exploitation of biodiversity to get the goods from biodiversity, particularly for health, security, good social relations, freedom of choice and action. So, these indirect and direct drivers are responsible that result into the loss of biodiversity. A question arises that what type of species are most vulnerable to extinction. Rare species as listed by IUCN, species with the restricted geographical range such as the organisms dwelling on the island ecosystem, species occurring at the sites of high human disturbance or exploitation, species with large or specialized or stable habitat requirements, species with slow reproduction rate, plants with ineffective dispersal ability, species being heavily predated, seasonal migrants, species with less genetic variability, species with no prior contact with humans, species closely related to the extinct or threatened species. This type of species are more vulnerable and their extinction can take place at a faster rate. Let me discuss the major threats to the biodiversity. There are several threats to the biodiversity, and these threats include, I am going to talk about major threats only: habitat loss or habitat degradation or habitat fragmentation. Then introduction of invasive species, then environmental pollution, then human population and over exploitation of the natural resources or biodiversity, and climate change. These are the major changes of biodiversity loss, and we will be discussing them one by one. Let me come to the first and foremost reason, that is habitat loss, habitat degradation or fragmentation. The main factor driving biodiversity loss is incurred by human induced land use changes. Human interfere in the natural self-sustaining ecosystems, have shrunk the habitats of different plant and animal species and limited the supply of resources that is essential for their survival. Major activities responsible for turning a habitat unsuitable for the local species include urbanization, expansion of agricultural lands, industrialization, deforestation, mining activities, damming means construction of dams, and dredging of rivers and draining of wetlands, estuaries and mangroves. So these are the major activities which turn a habitat into unsuitable for local species. Now let me come to terrestrial ecosystems. Forest ecosystems bear a major portion of the world's terrestrial biodiversity that provides innumerable ecosystem services and play a critical role in the operation of global biogeochemical cycles. The role of ecosystem means the services provided by the ecosystem you will study in paper 1 in module number 1, 2 and 3. Tropical rainforests are known to withhold the highest percentage of the world's flora and fauna. Let me come to deforestation. Deforestation is one of the direct causes of species extinction in the terrestrial ecosystem. The different attributes of the deforestation include expansion of agricultural fields, expansion of residential areas, and then industries. For obtaining fuel, fodder, furniture, raw materials for paper and pulp industry, medicinal plants and precious herbs, habitat fragmentation is splitting of large units of habitat into smaller parts. In the Amazon rainforest has resulted in the significant biodiversity loss. Continuum of this deforestation rate will lead to extinction of 5 to 10% of the species. Then desertification. Desertification is another major reason of habitat loss, driven by the similar reasons as that for deforestation, such as extension of agricultural processes, urbanization, industrialization and over exploitation. Poor land management, further provoked by global warming and climate change, has degraded the organic content of the soil, fertility and water retaining abilities of the soil, converting them into deserts that left the local plant and animal species homeless. About 25 to 40% decline in soil organic matter has been observed over the past 25 years. Let me have a look on marine ecosystem. Oceans are considered as the largest ecosystem because 70% of the earth is covered by the oceans and seas. Oceans regulate the global climate, biogeochemical cycles, a high percentage of world's food production and various other economic aspects. constant degradation of coastal and marine environment due to rising fisheries, trade, overexploitation of resources, rising pollution, poor nearshore land use practices, discharge of industrial waste, etc., have reduced the fisheries production and threatened the aquatic biodiversity. Coral reefs, another important and diverse ecosystem, are experiencing a high level of exploitation and pollution. The rising levels of water in the oceans have shrunk island ecosystem, disturbing the flora and fauna sustaining there. Invasive species. Invasive species migrate to new geographical areas. You will be having a complete module on the invasive plant species. These can parasitize or predate upon resident species, compete for the resources, bring unfamiliar diseases, modify habitats and ecological conditions, disrupt the existing food web, hinder the environmental interactions, and threaten endemic species. The invasive alien species can directly replace the native species through competition, predation, or allelopathy, or it may transform the structure and composition of whole ecosystem, thereby indirectly repressing or excluding the native species. A question arises that what are the reasons of the invasion by different species? The invasive species may be introduced intentionally by human, by hybridization or cultivation, ornamental purposes, or it may get migrated accidentally along with the goods being exchanged between the countries, or through the people traveling across the world, or via long distance dispersal, as in the case of plants. In marine ecosystem, introduction of alien species can result from hull fouling, ballast water from ships, or through aquaculture and aquarium releases. Nearly 300 species of crustaceans, mollusks, and fishes have entered the Mediterranean Sea from the Red Sea through the Suez Canal since 1891, that have now dominated over the native species. In the Fynbos biome of South Africa, 80% of the threatened species are endangered because of invading alien species. Dear students, invasive alien species are a big problem. I give you one assignment. Please pen down different alien species, common one, which have entered in the India, and also try to find out or write down the reason that how they have affected the Indian native flora and fauna. Or pollution is another major threat to the biodiversity. Different pollutants entering our environment via release of excessive amount of nitrates, phosphates from agricultural runoff, emission of greenhouse gases through deforestation and burning of fossil fuels, dumping of sewage into the water bodies, etc., have severely influenced the natural ecosystems of the earth. Pollution may not be directly responsible for extinction, but it disrupts the habitat conditions of an organism. Persistent organic pollutants called as POPs, drugs, fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, acid rain, heavy metals, plastics, etc., can cause environmental toxicity, and it is difficult for the organism to reside in the modified surrounding. They are either forced to migrate or to adjust this new environment that has been over there due to the introduction of these pollutants. As a result, the species that could not cope up with the changing environment, they generally die out, and ultimately that leads to biodiversity loss. Let me have some examples of pollution affecting biodiversity. Acid rain, you know about acid rain. Acid rain can alter the pH of the soil and water bodies, thereby affecting the feeding options, breeding conditions, and species composition of the local species. Poisonous gases present in the atmosphere may cause allergies, respiratory problems and fatal diseases in many species. Nitrates and phosphates that are released from the fertilizer runoff used in our agricultural fields into the water system, they can cause non-habitable zones for the freshwater animals and plants known as dead zones. Plastics, oil and waste dispersed in the rivers, lakes and ocean make it difficult for the fishes and seabirds to survive. Similarly, bioaccumulation is another example which the top carnivores suffer high toxicity due to the multiplication of heavy metal concentration through the food chain as seen in the killer whales. Dear student, please have a look on the bioaccumulation. How you will find that how pollutants are concentrated with each trophic level. Human population and overexploitation of the biodiversity is another major cause of the biodiversity loss. Excessive demand of resources by increasing population accomplished with unhealthy practices such as poaching, targeted hunting, overfishing and overharvesting that has led to killing of numerous species over the past few decades, directly to great loss of biodiversity. According to IUCN, overfishing has reduced commercial fish stocks by 90% in the last few years. Overhunting and poaching of the top predators of the food chain resulted in the disruption of the entire food web. The megafauna extinction caused due to overharvesting is one such major example. Next cause of biodiversity loss is climate change. Climate decides the disruption of species across the globe, thus influencing the composition of flora and fauna. Disturbed weather situations may result in behavioral changes in the pollinators, pests and pathogens, thereby disturbing the delicate balance that exists in the wild. Rising ocean temperatures and diminishing Arctic sea ice can shift vegetation zones, significantly affecting the marine biodiversity. Climate change may also promote distribution and abundance of invasive species. Small and fragmented ecosystems such as islands, coral reefs, mangroves, swamps and coastal wetlands are more vulnerable to the changes in temperature as compared to the large ecosystem. Some other factors that could be held responsible for wiping out any taxon include epidemics, warfare and UV radiation on Earth due to depletion of ozone layer. This depletion of ozone layer is considered as a primary threat to the amphibians. Dear students, I will suggest you make a list of the some animals which existed here 40, 50 or 100 years back and now they are extinct. Let me give you one example or one name, that is dodo. You know dodo is a bird that used to live on the Mauritian island, but now that is extinct, and even today we just have presumptions that what was the size of this animal and how it looked like, but we really don't have even a picture of this animal. So please find out the names of the some of the flora and fauna which existed in past but now extinct, and also try to find out the causes of their extinction. Dear students, in this table the threats to biodiversity in terrestrial ecosystem are given. The major threat, as we have discussed, is habitat degradation and fragmentation, and the underlying causes for this are deforestation, urbanization, industrialization, expansion of agricultural lands and extension of road network, invasion of wild areas for recreation and tourism. The another threat in the terrestrial ecosystems is dynamic relationship between agriculture and wildlife. So modernization of agricultural practices and disappearance of natural hosts of wildlife such as hedges, trees, ponds. Over there, lot of biodiversity used to exist. When these will not be there, that biodiversity will not be existing over there. Pollution is another cause, and the underlying causes for pollution are population explosion, industrialization, increased number of vehicles, use of excessive fertilizers in agriculture practices, unhealthy waste management techniques, etc. There may be many more reasons for pollution. Another threat is invasion by alien species, and the underlying causes are international trade and transport, use of exotic plant species in gardening and forestry, introduction of exotic species for hybridization, and climate change. Epidemics is another threat, and this is due to introduction of exotic pests, pollution and habitat destruction. Then climate change, climate change is due to emission of greenhouse gases, deforestation and other land use changes due to human activities. Then desiccation of soil and wetland is another threat to the biodiversity, and this is mainly due to overuse or excessive use or over exploitation of the groundwater tables. In this table, threats in marine ecosystem and their underlying causes are given. Let me discuss them and have a look on them one by one. The major threats to the biodiversity in marine and freshwater ecosystems include overfishing, and underlying causes are rising human population, increased demand in industrial sector, lack of strict laws and bycatch species. Then pollution and eutrophication are the another causes. Industrial pollutants dump into water bodies, runoff from agricultural fields, sewage disposal in river and lakes are the main underlying causes of pollution and eutrophication. Then degradation of the sea floor is another reason of biodiversity loss in the marine ecosystems, and that is because of beam trawling, dredging, sand and gravel extraction. Then here also another reason is invasion by alien species, and the reasons are almost same: tourism and maritime trade, fouling, navigation for recreation, mariculture and climate change. Then other anthropogenic disturbances including coastal development, recreation and leisure, deteriorating water quality in oceans, mechanical beach cleaning, water pollution and noise pollution are the another anthropogenic disturbances that are a threat to the biodiversity loss in the marine and freshwater ecosystems. Dear students, to summarize this module, in this module we have learnt about different factors that are responsible for the biodiversity loss or that are a threat to the biodiversity. We have also learnt that these different factors are interlinked to each other and they generally promote each other. So the need of the hour is to understand the loss of biodiversity with result in lack of genetic stocks and ecosystem services, thereby jeopardizing the economic development. Decreased biodiversity may also interfere with essential ecological processes. Mitigation efforts are therefore needed to be put forward to conserve biodiversity. What can be the mitigative efforts, how the biodiversity can be conserved, that you are going to learn in the next modules. Thank you.